PRRI just released our annual Census of American Religion, and I wanted to share with you some of the highlights from our latest survey. First, there's no evidence of a religious revival happening in America today, despite many headlines to the contrary. For instance, we find that the number of Americans who say that they're unaffiliated with religion, 28%, is similar to last year's levels. Moreover, we don't find that many Americans are attending church at higher levels. In 2025, we found that about 1 in 4 Americans report attending religious services weekly. That number is very similar to last year. Much of the religious revival talk today we hear about is centered around young people in America, especially young men. But we don't find evidence that young men, in fact, are becoming more religious. Their rates of religious unaffiliation remain similar to last year at about 35%. Moreover, we don't find that young men are attending religious services more often. In 2024, we found it was about 21%. Similar rates happened in the past year. The more interesting story, however, centers around young women. We have found over the last decade that young women aged 18 to 29 have been more likely to shed religious labels at higher rates than other groups of Americans. And in the past year, young women who are religiously unaffiliated increased from 40% in 2024 to 43% in 2025. So what does the religious landscape in America look like today? While white Christians were a majority of the U.S. population for many years, over the past decades, their numbers have steadily decreased. In the past 3 years, about 4 in 10 Americans are white and Christian. 1 in every 4 Americans are Christians of color, and 1 in 16 are non-Christians. These include Americans who identify as Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, and other religions. For far more on the religious landscape of America today, please check out our latest PRRI Census of American Religion report at prri.org.